Hiya, we're back on the allotment and busy preparing the potato beds. Well, I'm not. Graham is. Nancy's giving him a hand. And the only problem is among the weeds and that we've extended them out slightly. And the last person to have this plot had an alcohol and drug problem, and there's a lot of that paraphernalia in the ground. And that is the main reason we decided in the end to mostly go raised beds on this plot. And I think the two big in-ground beds will eventually become raised beds as well, because we're finding some nasty bits in there where they've been extended a bit. So there's Graham and Nancy extending the beds. There's lots of rocks to take out, but we've also been finding some old beer cans and things like that as well. So yeah, while they get on with that, I've got some seeds to sow. I've got some turnips with me, purple top Milan. They came free with the with a magazine that I get each month. They're good turnips, so yeah, I'm happy to get some of these in the ground. So they're going to go on the end bit where there was a little bit of a gap where I planted the celery and the beans the other day. So they're going in there, and then after that I think I'm going to choose a bed and start weeding as well. So I'll just show you, it's been a couple of days since we were up here, and all three lots of the parsnips are actually coming up now, which is really good. So we should have a nice amount of parsnips. I've just moved a couple of the self-seeded borage that are popping up in this bed. So I've put those borage seedlings just in the corner there of this bed that I was planting up the other day. So they should be a nice attraction for the bees. So yeah, I'm just going to pop in some turnips in here. I think I'll just put a row just up through here, and then I've got like 2 bean plants there, so I'll just put like a little short row in here just to fill the gap. So I don't know if you can see that, I've just made 2 little sort of furrows in the ground with me lolly stick, and I'm gonna sow the seeds into those little drills there. Right, I've got my seeds out and ready to go, and what I like to do is sow these in little clumps like I do with the radishes or beetroots. So as they grow, you'll always get 1 or 2 in the clump that grow faster than the others, so you can take those away first and then let the smaller ones grow on. So that's what I'm going to be doing now. Just probably, I don't know, about 5 seeds roughly in each clump, 4 to 5. It's not an exact science. If a couple more go in, then I'll just leave them. I'm not fussed. They'll just mean they're a bit smaller. They might take a little bit longer to grow, that's all. But in the meantime, I'll just harvest the bigger ones from the other clumps. So yeah, I'm going to pop these in now. There you go, there's a little clump of seeds in the ground there. I've put all of the seeds in now, so they just need to be sort of covered over and put to bed and watered in. So it's a new day, and Nancy and I have just popped up after school to get a little bit ahead for the rest of the week. And she's bought the octopus as well. So Graham finished weeding the big bed where the potatoes are gonna go, so I'm gonna put some compost on that. So yeah, this is the big bed that Graham's weeded. I've just given it a rake over to try and level it out a bit more. I want to get some manure for this, but I can't get any at the moment, so I have to do that later on in the week. But I've got 2 bags of compost that I'm going to dump on there just to feed it a little bit. And then over here, this one as well is ready. for a bit of compost to go on. So I've got 2 bags there that I'm going to pop on here and then try and level it out a bit, because this hasn't had much put on it really over the years, so it's sunk down quite a lot. So it may even need a little bit more at some point, but I've only got the 4 bags for now, so I'm going to put 2 on here and 2 over here. Right, so we finished topping the beds with the compost. It's spread quite thin, so it definitely needs more, especially on the larger in-ground bed, but yeah, definitely want to get some manure for that one as well anyway. So there you go, this is what it looks like now. So it's got a very thin layer over the top of the compost, but it's better than nothing. So that's how that one looks at the moment. And then through here we've got this one done as well, which I think that might really need some more as well. So yeah, I might get some more compost to go in that one, maybe another 2 bags, and then definitely some manure to go in that one. So it's Thursday now and it's nice and sunny. I've got a couple of hours maybe before I have to do the school run. Maybe not quite 2 hours, but I've got a little bit of a time. So I've just been up to the local garden centre. I bought 3 bags of manure and I'm going to get those out on those patches. So where we want the potatoes to go, I'm going to put 2 bags there, and then we had the other raised bed, didn't we, that needs topping up because it's quite low, and we don't want to really be getting too far into the ground. We want to raise that up because there's all sorts of nasties in the ground. So yes, so I've got 1 bag to go on there, but I think I still want to get some compost on that bed as well, when I can get hold of some. So that might have to wait until next week now. We shall see. Yeah, I'll turn you around. So got some coffee grounds. This is always good to ask your local coffee shop if you can have the coffee grounds. If they keep them separate for you, then that's great. They'll go into the compost for now. Yeah, so here's the manure. I've just got the Westland manure, so I've got 2 bags to go in that patch, which is for the potatoes, because we still haven't got any potatoes in at the moment, and they're getting a bit, they're growing away, and not in a good way, so we need to get them in the ground, but that might still have to be a job for next week. And then this was the other bed, so yeah, I'm going to put the other bag of manure in here, but I still think I'd like to put a couple more bags of compost in there really. If we get too far into the ground, then things start turning up like broken glass and bits of sharp bits of metal, and you can see that it just works its way out. In one of these beds earlier I saw some glass. I can't remember which one it was. Oh, this one. So when it rains and stuff, or we plant things, it just sort of works its way up. I don't know if you can pick that up next to the plant there, but there's definitely a lump of glass worked its way up. So yeah, that's why I like to keep a decent amount of compost on top of the ground really. Okay, that's that job done. I'll show you what it looks like now, and yeah, glad that's done. But yeah, it's really hot out here. Need a drink now. So that's how the potato patch is looking. And obviously when the potatoes go in, the soil's going to be disturbed, and it'll kind of mix in a bit as well, won't it? So yeah, that's looking good. Can't wait to get that planted. And then this bed is looking a bit better as well. Right, I'm home and in the greenhouse again. I came back just before I've got to go and get Nance from school, because when I was at the garden centre I saw that they were selling pots of cosmos, and that reminded me that I haven't actually sown any. So I thought, right, I'll come back, get some compost seeds, in the greenhouse and get them sown. So I've got 2 here. I've got Purity, which is a nice white one, and then I've got Seashells Red, which is lovely and frilly. But when I got through the door, I had a really lovely surprise. I had mail. And it's always nice to get mail when you don't expect it, and it just goes to show like what amazing people gardeners are, because I was really sad a little while ago when I lost everything in the greenhouse and everything was wiped out. So I've started again, you know, things are happening, but obviously it's nowhere near as full as it would have been. And I lost all my garlic, onions, you know, everything was gone. So yeah, I was pretty sad about that. But I had a lovely little packet from Adi, from Adi's Veg Garden on YouTube. I'll put a link in the comments to his channel and his Instagram as well. He's got an amazing greenhouse in his garden that he built himself. He's very clever. So yeah, do go and look up Adi if you don't already know of him. But yeah, I'll show you what he sent me. I'm just so chuffed. I'm really chuffed. Thank you so much, Adi. Really appreciate it. So Adi has sent me some lovely tomato seeds. So I've got Ethel Watkins Best Early Short Vine, House Tomato, which are really good. They're like a micro tomato, I think. So yeah, really chuffed to get those. They're awesome. Lata, which is a bush type, and then this one is anyone's guess what this is called. Adi, maybe send me a voice note or something on how to pronounce it. But yeah, I'm really chuffed. So I'm gonna get these sown as well immediately, so that they can get going. So yeah, I'm over the moon. I'm so pleased. I can't believe it. I was just, yeah, so chuffed. So yeah, thanks again, Adi. There we go. That's the cosmos sown, the tomatoes that Adi sent me, and I've also put some chimida wrapper in as well. It's these franchise seeds or Frankie seeds. So I've got those in as well because there was a little bit of space. So yeah, really glad to have got those in, and yeah, it was good to be reminded at the garden centre that I hadn't done any cosmos, and it is a little bit late to do them, but you never know, they might do really well. So you know, best to sow them anyway. And I've got plenty of old cosmos seeds. I can never say that word. I always want to say compost instead of cosmos. Don't know why. But yeah, so I've got loads of cosmos seeds, and so it's really no loss if they don't really come to much. So yeah, we're off to Malvern, a spring garden show on Sunday this weekend. So if you're there, do come and say hello to me and Graham. We're looking forward to meeting up with some other YouTubers as well. And yeah, it's going to be a really great day. I think the weather's meant to be nice as well. So yeah, it'll be good to wander around in the sunshine. So yeah, hopefully we'll see you there. And that's it for me today. So see you again very soon. Bye bye for now.